Ruin. Rod a hepper ein chunta on they have held and touring again of she didn't take for none do it.
But after down winning, I think all the northern teams in decided to change their attitude to the game, and they deserve to win that All-Ireland.
Crowds come onto the field and it's unbelievable. Like, we could hardly believe it ourselves, but it was great, like, you know. And I remember in 1959 when we were beaten, and my father or the rest of them got home in the car. He never stopped schooling the whole way home in the car. And I remember getting out in the yard at Donatlown and saying to him, I'll bring it home next year, should I steal it? And I never thought anything more about that until, you know, when I arrived out in June, was Rudy was standing crying. And he threw his arms around me and he said, Jammy Dog, obviously he called me Jammy Dog, he said, Jammy Dog, you kept your promise. And he was crying with pure joy.
Struggled through that Munster final, drew it, and that's when the trouble started. There was a couple of things that were said by Waterford players to some of our players. We just felt ourselves that we let ourselves down, and it wasn't going to happen the second day.
Dúramar is coming from Torah, Cahamid Shasaf Sus in Aid Nadina Shah.
There was a massive tension around the whole replay. You know, Gerald Nan says in his book there was selectors earmarked to mark other selectors on the sideline. Like, so it was one of those peculiar days.
Ball was thrown in. There was trouble when the ball was thrown in, up and down the field. Then I was involved in an incident with Michael White. We were both sent off.
Yes, your grips. Yes, Jim, there's been some individual battles all over the field.
I was sent off, but I was struck first. You know, I didn't start it.
Brian Lohan has indeed been sent off.
It's a poor reflection on you if you are sent off. But I wouldn't have changed a single thing of what I did that day, and still wouldn't. Lynch got a lot of criticism afterwards. Loughnane got a lot of criticism afterwards. But I think sometimes people don't realise what is at stake. What is at stake for players when they're going out on the field.
But it comes to Niall Gilligan. Will he take his point and go for a goal?
Probably the only marquee player we kind of ever really had at that time was Eric. And you're a young kid coming in, getting your chance to play and getting to play alongside him. It's kind of infectious because of his attitude, you know.
From day one, like, he's just never let you rest and he's always kept pushing you and pushing you. And I think some guys like that and some guys might shy away from it, but I personally like the fact that he wants the best out of himself, but he also doesn't stop until he kind of gets the best out of you as well.
Well, I think when Eric took over the reins, you know, he wanted to bring that confidence into the side that maybe lacked in the past. You know, there was a lot of bad results, a lot of like poor away games. You know, we're getting beat by 50, 60 points.
From day one, he never made any excuses. He knew what he was dealing with. You know, he went out and found some great players and strengthened the squad. And no, I don't think he was mad to take the job. We're kind of quite grateful he did.
Numbered my days, and I'll go along with everything you say. But I'll write home long at me now, that the walls of my town, they come crumbling.
Johnny Sexton, drop hole, will she on? Oh, does she pull to go hauling? Johnny Sexton in shin. Road, did the dealer for to get Carney. Three the Norgany Sexton and I rowing in Nishes.
But I'll explain it
Nasiwa, oh, did the go hauling in Nasiwa, because the dinner bit goes from Lohan.